We're closing in on the All-Star break here in Season 4 with the Colorado Rockies. We've had a lot of players have a great first half of the season. Plenty of players are on hot streaks right now, and I want to go into the All-Star break with some momentum. The trade deadline is also approaching. We're trying to make it to the playoffs for the first time in this series, and I know we still have a lot of work to do. I also know it's like a long season, 162 games, but every game feels so big given the division we're in right now. It feels like every loss carries a lot of weight. We've gone on some winning streaks lately, but we haven't been able to beat the Dodgers much in this series overall. And they're almost 20 games up on us in the division, so forget about that. We are purely in the wild card hunt, but it's actually pretty realistic for us. But we're going to get into a 4-game series today against the Dodgers. Julio Urias takes the mound here in Game 1. We're at Dodger Stadium trying to stay above 500. We accomplished that last episode. We're 40-39 coming into this game. And we're leading LA 2-0, top 3, runner on second, David Geronimo with a drive out to left center. This one's deep and carrying and down at the warning track, and that is a double. Colorado gets some offense early on against Julio Urias, but John Gray would have his struggles, and the Dodgers take the lead. We're trailing in the 6th. Geronimo just a bit ahead of that one. Could have crushed his 20th of the season. Instead, looks at strike 3 on the outside. A frustrating strikeout for Geronimo. It wasn't one of these superstars that did a lot of the damage in this game. It was Zach McKinstry who hit a home run earlier. Here's a drive into left center field, and Geronimo gets underneath it. Colorado keeping this within reach. 4-5 here, top of the 8th inning. And Geronimo smashes a base hit into center field, trying to get this tying run home. Here's Rafael Devers, who's picked up his play recently, leads the team in RBIs as well. And that's on the ground into right field. Back-to-back singles here in the 8th. That gets the Rockies to their top average hitter, Brandon Nimmo, and he strikes out. 2 down, 2 on. Tommy Kahnle facing Ty France, and he gets him to reach on a pitch outside the strike zone and pops it up. Colorado had their chance. They could not come through, and the Dodgers do take Game 1. John Gray gave up 4. He gets the loss in this one, and our struggles against LA carry into this series opener. McKinstry went yard. Reynolds went yard for us as well. But we will head into Game 2 with our ace taking the mound, Luis Severino. He's been our most consistent, dominant pitcher here in the starting rotation. Scoreless in the 2nd, Ty France with a runner on first base, and that pitch is a little bit low. 3-1 to France. He will take the slider inside, an easy take there, and he walks. 2 on. And here's Dom Nunez, who's doing a really good job once again as the starting catcher, hitting over 300. 0-2 though, and he's down on strikes. That brings up Nick Solak, and he also strikes out on an 0-2 count. Nice comeback here for Josiah Gray, and now he's just got to get Severino out. That is on the ground and past first base, and they're going to wave around Trey Turner. He's going to slide in safely, and the Rockies strike first. Got to be aggressive with the speed of Trey Turner, and this will go in the books as an error, just bouncing over the glove of Edwin Rios. We'll take whatever we can get. And 1-0 is the score here in the 6th inning. Both Severino and Gray pitching very deep into this one. 1-2 to France. And a good slider below the zone. And Gray, with 6 really solid innings, sends us to the 7th. Severino still in. And Rios on first. Here's a ground ball hit to second base. We'll get the out at second and turn 2. What an outing here for Severino. You'd love to give him more run support. In the 9th inning, a bouncer back up the middle, a base hit. 2 on with nobody down here for Colorado. Corey Knebel, the pitcher, and 3 out of the first 4 batters reach. This time a walk. They're loaded up now. Dom Thompson-Williams taps it back to the pitcher. Little flip to home. They got 1, and that is all. But a big play to keep it a 1-run game. Now 2 down. It's up to Brandon Nimmo with the bases loaded. What a chance this is for him. And he falls behind in the count. 1-2. A bouncer right back up the middle and into center field. 1 run scores. They wave around another one. It's 3-0 Colorado. Big hit in the 9th inning for Brandon Nimmo. And a little more breathing room here. Taylor Rogers comes in to try and shut the game down. And he strikes out Cody Bellinger, looking to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Here is Edwin Rios with an 0-1 into right center field. That'll split the outfielders, and at least 1 base runner here for LA. 1-2 count again. Rogers picks up his 2nd strikeout of the inning. 1 more to go. And it's in the air. Hit over to David Geronimo, and that is a shutout victory for the Rockies. A big one here in Game 2. Severino continues to dominate, and I think that he's got a chance to be an all-star this season. He certainly has earned that spot. He goes 7 1/3 in this game with 8 strikeouts. We even up the series and move on to Game 3. German Marquez takes the mound in this matchup, and we'll jump into the 2nd inning. It's already 2-0 Dodgers. Devers has brought up the average. On base has been getting better as well, and he's a bit out in front of this one, but it is going to get through. Devers aboard with the single. Earlier in the year, he wasn't doing much besides getting home runs. Now a drive from Trey Turner, deep left field, and reaching out to make the catch. That's Teoscar Hernandez. Devers still at first, and they're telling him to steal here. All right, then, let's see how it goes. Devers takes off, throw coming in, not in time. Can't say he'll steal too many this year, but now he's in scoring position. And a busted bat, good play by the pitcher. And that is the inning. Cole Stewart starting off the day with a few zeros, and we'll head into the 4th inning. Devers out in front as Stewart goes to his changeup, and then he elevates and gets it up at 94 miles per hour. Big strikeout. There would be a lot of scoring later on in the game. Devers wasn't a part of it. Sometimes you missed out on the action here in player lock. But we're down 2. Got one to drive there again out in front. Another one. Those curveballs look so good. It's hard to sit back sometimes. And then he goes to the fastball. We're looking at that for strike 3, unfortunately. Frustrating at-bats here, and the Dodgers do end up winning a higher scoring game. And unfortunately for German Marquez, his struggles do continue. He allows 7 runs in this game. I know his first start of the year didn't go well, and it just hasn't gotten much better other than the occasional good start. For whatever reason, though, it's his worst year in the franchise by far. So the best we can do is get a split. And to do it, we have to beat Walker Buehler. Easier said than done. But this is, I think, the best offense we've had here in the franchise, and we'll focus on Brian Reynolds in this game. 3-2, and a drive out to right field. It sends Betts back to the track, and he makes the catch. I didn't think he'd get to that one. You're not going to get a ton of opportunities against Walker Buehler, so it's unfortunate that we couldn't come through on that swing. Here in the 7th, we still got a donut on the scoreboard. 2-0 LA. And Reynolds battling with Buehler again, 2-2. Got him with the curveball in the perfect spot. Another strikeout, and the Dodgers take 3 of 4. I know I said that in player lock, sometimes you miss the action. Well, here in player lock, we didn't miss anything. We had 1 hit the entire day. Solo home run for David Geronimo, but that's it. That's not enough. On top of that, Michael Pineda only went 3 innings because of an elbow injury. He's not going to miss any starts, but he did have to leave early. We lose again, but still have 6 games until the All-Star break. So unfortunately, we go above 500, run into the Dodgers again, and fall below. However, against Cincinnati, we start off with a couple low-scoring wins here. Really good pitching performances. Yonny Chirinos goes 6 innings in this first matchup. In the next game, an extra innings victory. It was more of a team effort as we threw out 6 pitchers in this game. In Game 3, we're facing Hunter Green and win again, only allowing 1 run. So not much scoring at all in that game, but we allowed 3 runs the entire series and then win 2 in a row against Miami. This is the final game before the All-Star break. 46-42. That's pretty good at this stage of the year. And I think we've played most of our games against the Dodgers at this point. And I'll show you the remaining schedule here after this game. But there's a familiar face, Josh Fuentes leading off against Yonny Chirinos. Taking us to the All-Star break. It's a ground ball to first. Connor Joe puts it away. Here is Jose Devers at the plate, and a line drive into left, and Geronimo can't trap it. It's going all the way to the wall. Devers has great speed. He's on his way to third base and is in easily. That goes in the books as a triple. Matt Olson over from the A's. Big addition for them in the offseason. And apparently a difficult guy to strike out for Yonny Chirinos. Olson went 3 for 3 the day before, trying to keep his streak going, and that is foul. This at-bat went 14 pitches and ended with a walk. What an at-bat here in the first inning. A 14-pitch battle. Runners at the corners now for Franchy Cordero and Chirinos. 2 strikes. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Although I think you could have called strike 3 there. 2 down. That brings up Adolis Garcia. And Chirinos misses high, falling way behind, and just can't find the zone. Second walk of the inning, already approaching 30 pitches here in the first. Here is Andy Pages as Chirinos does get ahead. There's a drive out to left center, and the Marlins will strike here in the first inning. It's a grand slam. Number 10 for Andy Pages on a pitch that I don't think was left up too much. He just got under it and drives it. What a swing. One of the top prospects formerly with the LA Dodgers, now doing damage with the Marlins and giving Pablo Lopez a 4-run lead in the first inning, and he's been really good. Here is 2 outs. David Geronimo, 3-0 green light, and that is bounced right back up the middle. We'll give our best hitters the green light in that situation. Ooh, that's a tough one. Change up on the outside. 3-2 Devers, and that one's gone! Deep right, see you later! Cutting the lead in half. 4-66. That one got out in a hurry, and Devers now leads the team with his 21st home run. I know it was a little bit of a slow start. Maybe he won't hit 50 this year, but I'm pretty confident he'll hit 40 and have a really good all-around season. Now, can Yonny Chirinos move on from the bad first inning and continue his start? Josh Fuentes at the plate does fall behind 0-2. In the air, shallow center. And this won't be an issue as France makes the catch. Let's go top 3. Matt Olson hoping for a few less pitches in this at-bat. 1-0. And a ground ball. It is through. Olsen continues to reach base against Colorado. Franchi Cordero is next, and he chops it to Devers. He plays it on a hop, and they turn 2. A couple quick innings after the mess of the first. And Pablo Lopez settling in as well. Down goes Brian Reynolds. We're through 3. Still 4-2 Miami. Hoping to see Chirinos go maybe 5 innings in this one. But here is the 4th. Page's at the plate. And Chirinos able to get ahead again. There's the slider, and it was a similar pitch to his grand slam. This time he looks at strike 3. Chirinos looks like he's doing fine. Here's Jorge Alfaro. 2-strike count. And a great pitch on the outside. Just trying to reach out and make contact. 3 great innings for Chirinos following up the first. We go bottom 4. Geronimo down on strikes. There's the high heat. 2 strikes on Rafael Devers. He looks at strike 3. Everything's slowing down here with the bats as we go to the 5th. And it starts with a base hit into center field from Kike Hernandez. Lopez batting, wanting to go 6 innings today, and he puts down the bunt. And I thought we could maybe get the out at second, then decided to change my mind, and it was too late. Fuentes, base hit center field. Hernandez waved around. He's gonna score. 3-run lead for Miami, and still 2 on base. Devers bounced right side, just out of reach. And they'll wave around the second runner now, and Lopez scores. Yeah, our outfielders can't really challenge in those situations. Matt Olson ground ball, and that's going to be a big double play. Miami still up 4, though, and we are going to end Yonny Chirinos' day right there. Didn't have his best stuff, unfortunately, today. And here's the former Marlin entering, Jordan Holloway. Traded for him last episode. He's facing Franchi Cordero. And that's fouled back. 2 quick strikes. There's called strike 3 on the curveball. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Nice job. Now we've got to get some more offense now. No hits since the first. And that'll have to wait. We're in the 6th here. Holloway facing Pages. Deep drive, left center. And he's got a 2-home run day. Miami up 7-2. Just not a great day here for the Rockies, unfortunately. Offense still not getting much accomplished. Here is an inside-out swing. Hit pretty well into left center, but too much hang time. David Geronimo got our first hit earlier, and that is slashed into right center field. It'll roll a long way. And Geronimo's got his second hit. Devers, of course, had a hit earlier. And that's going to left center. Great swing. Love to hear that sound. It's down for extras. The combo of Geronimo and Devers comes through again to make it 7-3. And we need more. Here's a Trey Turner ground ball to short. He's not going to beat that one out, and it's still a 4-run game. As we head into the 7th, runner on first, Ryan Castellani facing Matt Olson. This pitch drills him, ricochets to Devers, and he makes the throw. What a play. A 1-5-3 putout. Is Castellani okay? What was the exit velo on that line drive? He's waving everybody away, though. He's fine. Looks like this one just drills him in the leg. And it has the perfect ricochet. Nice throw as well by Devers. Castellani, of course, stays in the game. Is he still 100%? I'd say he is, and he puts up the 0. Rockies still trail. They've got to get something now against Anthony Bass. Ty France 0 for 2. Drills it to third. It's caught. Josh Fuentes. Connor Joe 0 for 2 with 2 away. And another drive into the gap. Right center out of reach, and Joe will be in with a stand-up double. And we'll go to our bench, and Dom Thompson-Williams hitting .204 on the season as a rookie. It's a line drive into left field, and they'll wave around Connor Joe. Here's the throw, and it is an easy play. I've tried to be more aggressive this year. Probably not the time to do it here. We need 4, and we'd get to the top of our order again, but it was a hit. Wanted to go for it, didn't work. And you know what? I'm not sure it would have mattered. Here's a drive to right field, and that is gone. That's a home run for Jorge Alfaro in the 8th inning, and that's off Michael Givens, who's been really good. And another one! Way back, and Kike Hernandez will put the finishing touches on this game, a 470-foot home run, and that's going to take us to the All-Star break. Unfortunately, we can't have a 6-game winning streak, but we win 5 of 6 at the end. And one thing I'm really happy about here is that in recent episodes, we've at least had those winning streaks. We've won 5, 6 in a row a few times, and that's going to get us on the right track, and it's just what we need. Well, we've made it to the All-Star break now. Unfortunately, we're not going to have anybody in the home run derby. We were close. Rafael Devers hit 21. The cutoff was 24. Maybe next year. We're still one of the best home run hitting teams, though, in the majors. And we're a much better offense than we have been in years past. We've just got to play much more consistently in the second half, and we've got to beat the tough teams that come up on the schedule. I think it's going to be winning series against the Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants that's going to decide the rest of our year. We're firmly in the wild card hunt right now. We're only 4 games back, but we're 4 games back of 2 teams in our division, and there are other teams that are still in it. We're at least in 4th place, though. We're no longer at the bottom, so there is that. And whenever we face Zach Gallen again and the Diamondbacks, of course, I will try to get that into a video. Now, I have not seen the All-Star roster. I haven't gone through the Derby yet, and I imagine I'll summarize that a bit more this year, as it once again doesn't have anybody from the Rockies. But I expect we'll have at least a few players. They might all be backups, but I'm hoping Geronimo has his first All-Star appearance. I think Devers and Brandon Nimmo should be in. They're close. And after we wrap up the All-Star fun, we do have some series on the road. We'll face the Dodgers again in early August, but these are like the last games against them. I think there's one series later. In the second half, we do play them 9 times. I feel like we've played them more in the first half. I'd have to check. But definitely that first series we have against the Giants, I'll want to focus on that one a lot. And I'm really hoping that this second half has more excitement than years past. We want Rocktober to finally happen. It's been a 4-year wait. We'll have to see if this is our year. And our next topic is going to be talking about, do we need to make another move? And right now, I'm kind of thinking we probably do. We should look at adding another pitcher, as we have a ton of prospects who don't have an easy path to playing time this year. So let's see if we can make something happen between now and the deadline. That is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed a bit more full episode this time around, and I want to vary them. Sometimes a quicker episode with one game to focus on and maybe a player lock or 2. But this was fun to put together. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.